you gonna do me like that? Oh, I forgot. What you got me on that thing is the residential what?
Host.
The residential guest?
Residential host. So that means you're supposed to make your own.
Thank you. Give me some sugar. I see sugar on no phone.
All right, let's get this party started. Y'all weren't supposed to see all of that, but somebody was trying to show off tonight or today or whatever you want to say.
Let me look at my ring right quick for your folks.
You ain't got your ring on?
I'm wearing that for.
What? Now, when I don't have my ring on, y'all, even just in the house recording a podcast, he acts up, honey. Acts all the way up.
Better go back and find one.
These are our little bands we wear to work and doing regular life stuff. We put the diamonds on special occasions. Come on, baby, we gotta pray. We got to pray. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna try to work on better lighting, but for now, y'all just gonna have to get all of this melanin.
Girl, how you gonna do some better light?
Cause I feel like we can have it just a little bit lighter in
That's
here.
as bright as you can get. If they want for that light, they wouldn't see you.
If you want the ring light, baby, because you show, baby, you over here looking like a.
I mean, this how I'm really.
Dark
I don't want you to. I don't want you to put no
filter in
filters and all.
Okay, stood up. You ready to stand first? I'm gonna get started. Thank you, Lord, for another great opportunity to bless the good people with some good laughs, good encouragement, some good entertainment. Pray that you bless this podcast, bless it to be a great, inspiring episode, and bless us with the right words to say at the right time. We thank you and we love you. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all normally don't see that part, but Mr. Wilson started super early today because he wanted to show off me bringing him his drinks. But that's what wives do, right? We do stuff like that. Say hey to the Spillers, babe.
That was only for the cameras.
You gotta say hey to them because they can hear you here, but they need to hear you there.
What's going on, Spillers?
All right. They can, but when you say hey, you know, we need to talk to the YouTube audience too. All right, y'all, we're about to get this thing started. I have not gone over any of the questions or the topics or the conversations or none of that with this man. So I'm soliciting prayers right now. What y'all about to get is what y'all about to get. Because, chat, we ain't had no conversations, no nothing. Okay? So we just gonna get into it. Who's holding who accountable? You ready, Hubs? You ready? Let me hear you in the mic.
Girl, you know I'm ready. What you do? Cut the music on?
You did. Gotcha. Did you toast this toast?
I ain't gonna be toasting this stuff here. Oh. Oh, worse than taking a shot.
No, it's not. So extra. Hey. Hey, world. Welcome back to the Spill Podcast, your favorite podcast featuring your favorite podcast host, me, your girl, Mrs. Wilson. Happy New Year, Spillers. It is 2023, a new day, a year we ain't never seen before, and a year we ain't gonna never see again. Okay, I'm super duper ecstatic about this year. I'm sure you all are as well. I'm excited about all of the good things that God is getting ready to do in my life, my husband's life, my family's life, my friend's life, and everything and everyone that is connected to me life, okay? So, Happy New Year. Thank you all for joining me. Well, joining us because my most favorite guest / residential host of them all is in the building. Mr. Wilson is in the building. Say hello to the Spillers, babe.
I'm talking about I almost didn't get introduced.
Because I was saying a lot.
I was like, you did. Hey, Spillers. You know what to do, man.
I introduce my guests, especially you know I gotta do something different and extra for you every time. Matter of fact, my spillers are like I've been getting mad DMs, text messages, phone calls. I've even saw someone in person, and they just rage about how dope it is when you're on the episodes. They love you. They love your authenticity. They love your authenticity. They love how witty you are. They think that you're smart. I tell them that you're a smart ass, but
and they can see I don't get on here that much.
You don't.
Because you don't allow me on.
But I've decided that 2023 we don't bring you on more. Because the people want to hear from you. They want to hear from me, of course. But they love when you're here. And I appreciate that.
I know
So,
the ratings go up.
the ratings do go up. You put them numbers in, Doc. You take me on up there. And I appreciate that. But get ready. I don't need you complaining. I don't need you looking crazy or talking crazy.
I don't never complain.
Okay, I'm just
don't
saying.
get in here when it's just a bunch of people. I can only be in here when it's just me and her. I don't be in here when it, they be in here kicking it.
Don't do that.
I be in the other room listening.
Anyway, well,
Very good.
very good. Thank you. You sound good. We're excited to have you back. So thank you so much for joining. And in a couple of episodes, you'll be back. Hold your microphone like you got this. Anyway, Spillers, it is our mental check-in time. Okay, this is the time where we really connect and identify with our mental health. To make sure that we are okay. So this year, Spillers, I really want us to be intentional about our mental health and put a focus and an emphasis on making sure that we are healthy mentally all the time, okay? Even during our trials and tribulations, I feel like it's imperative that we really utilize or set aside some time to make sure that we are good mentally, okay? Now, Mr. Wilson, even though you're a residential host now, toot, you know how the game goes when it don't. This is a serious moment, babe. Whenever host comes into or guest comes into the Spill podcast room, we have to start over.
Because you stuttering, you won't start.
You better get it together.
Roll with the tape.
You get it together.
I ain't saying that you want to stutter.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it over. This is a serious moment. Yeah, we sorry.
No, because you messed up.
No.
No. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So y'all, we starting over because see how childish she is, and this is a serious moment.
No.
And you over here practicing on how to hold the dang microphone.
You got the stuttering.
I did get the stuttering, but that's because you over here doing all these gang signs with your microphone.
I'm trying to get a cool way.
Goodness gracious alive.
I'm trying to hold the mic in a cool way. That's all.
Well, you
I don't
don't
want
need
to be up here like this,
You don't need to hold it in a cool way. You
I don't
need
want
to
to
be
keep leaning up here.
making sure you can talk.
So,
Shoot.
until we get the thing that hang down, you know what I'm saying? When I ain't got to do nothing until the end.
See what I be talking about?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Ooh. Okay, we're about to start over, Spillers. Y'all might not get that part though.
Don't you stutter.
No,
I
don't
ain't
you
did
stutter.
nothing wrong.
Okay. You need to start over. Can you make sure your phone, yeah, and make sure your phone is on vibrate, so in case Kenzie called, because I deleted mine. I turned mine off. Oh Lord, this man right here, y'all, this man.
Yeah, she always messing up. They don't want to blame me. That's shit.
Can you
You gonna start over, Kyle.
what
You stutter and couldn't say authenticity.
Authenticity.
You know what I mean? You say
Authenticity.
So you gonna start over blaming on me. See, it's the way you holding the mic.
Because you over here doing, you just being silly.
Why you looking at me? I've been looking at you through this fight all the time. I've been looking at you on the video.
Making you stop it so we can record over.
No. The whole time.
This will be our bloopers one.
The whole time you've been talking, you've been looking over here at me. Hey y'all, this is the house. You looking at me.
Can you stop that and this be our bloopers?
You ain't
We
gotta
gonna
look
run
at
out
me,
of
baby. I'm
space.
looking at you, baby. We ain't gonna run out of space. Come on, start this time.
Okay, we're about to start. What's your mic? Oh Lord,
Say
see?
what?
We have to start all the way over. See,
Nah, cause you ain't have my mic on.
I had your mic on, but you made me move something.
Nah, make you do it.
Cause you play too much. Remember when we get to the still check-in part, you have to be serious on that part.
Hold on, I'm gonna check in. What you mean?
See,
Hold on, what you talking
that is not serious.
Ah, okay, what you mean I ain't serious? I ain't got to get up here and get out Barry White for them to understand me.
You ain't got to get Barry White, but you got to get Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy was the one in the wheelchair. wasn't
Yes, and he got serious. Now,
Teddy got pulled the whole thing.
Teddy was getting lit.
Yeah, he was a fool.
Okay, say something again in your
So she
microphone.
want me to be a fool, y'all.
He's just a fool. He know he in love with what you say. This, okay. Let me make sure church girl turned up.
Girl, I'm gonna start rapping.
Rapping what? You don't need rap in real life. So now you want to spill podcast. You want to rap.
What you rewind and see when you over there doing all that?
I saw you over here doing all that with your hands. You don't even do that in the car.
I'm finna go out.
What is it? Is it the wine?
Yeah, you know this powerful.
They can't hear you like that. But anyway, I'm about to
It's powerful.
I'm about to hit record.
When you talk to your other guests like this,
I do.
why ain't that? Leave it now so you can talk.
Hey. So extra. Hey world. Welcome back to the Spill Podcast, your favorite podcast, featuring your favorite podcast host, me, your girl, Mrs. Wilson. Happy New Year, Spillers. Happy New Year and welcome back. I'm super ecstatic and excited about what God is getting ready to do in my life, my husband's life, our family's life, our friends, and everything and everybody that is connected to us. But before I go any further, Spillers, I have my favorite guest, who is now my residential host in the building. Mr. Wilson, say what up to the Spillers.
What's up, Spiller?
Welcome back.
You said I'm a residential.
Yes, you're a residential host now. Yeah, now
So
you're a
I wasn't
residential.
that last year?
I mean, you was like my side chick on the podcast. You know, when I need somebody to bounce, now I'm just playing. You've always been my residential host, but 2023 is official. So now, no excuses. Yeah, it's
Oh, it wasn't
official.
official work?
I mean, it wasn't official, but it's official now. Is that okay? I mean, plus
I'm a side chick.
I mean,
don't
do that. Plus, my Spillers, they have DM'd me, text me. I've seen some in the store before. I promise you, called and just say how amazing you are. They love your authenticity. They love your authenticity. I got tongue tied. And we were laughing earlier because I got tongue tied and I made him start over, whatever. But they do love your authenticity. They love your wittiness. And what you bring to the spill. And some have asked, you should bring Mr. Wilson on more often. He's real.
Tell them I said thank you.
And I was like,
I be feeling the same way too. I don't get on here enough.
you don't, but
You don't allow me on.
But I've decided 2023, baby.
It's always a disclaimer.
You're no longer my side chick in a podcast. You're my side kick.
So you just come over with this is 37.
How did that sound? You're no
37.
longer my side chick for the podcast, but you're my side kick.
6 days ago, I was just the same.
Well, it is what it is. I'm excited that you are here. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to more podcast endeavors in the future.
Well, you know I'll be here.
That I do know. So it is now our mental check-in time. This is the serious time in the podcast fillers. You know what time it is. This year, I really want us to be intentional about our mental health and focusing on keeping that healthy at all times, even during our trials and our tribulations. And I know it may sound easier said than done, but it is certainly possible, okay? So be sure to check in with yourselves daily. Whatever it is that you do, whatever routine that you have to do your mental checkup. For me, it's normally doing my devotional quiet time. Or sometimes I just look in the mirror and be like, okay, how you doing today, sis? You good? You know. So whatever it is that you do that helps you to connect with yourself and really dig deep to identify your emotions, do that so that you can make sure that you're good, okay? Mr. Wilson, you know the routine. Whenever we have guests, you're no longer a guest, you're a residential host. So as a residential host, just like the guest, you have to do a mental check-in. And
I thought I've been doing that since last year.
You have.
Since I was the side chick.
You have, and you're going to have to continue to do that for every episode. Okay, good. So, Mr. Wilson, let the spillers know how you are doing mentally. And if you don't mind, can you give us a couple of maybe tools that you use to make sure that your mental is in check?
Well, mentally, I am doing fine.
Praise the Lord.
And I don't just do no mental check when I get on this spiel. You know, I don't get on that part, that much. So, but every morning I wake up, that's a mental check. I'm talking about every morning when I realize I'm still alive. It's a check right there. So I be blessed for one. And I don't think, to be mentally stable. Can't do it yourself no way. So if you ain't praying about it, no matter what you're doing, I don't care what the routine you do, or if you ain't praying about it and ask for it, you ain't gonna get it. So I would just tell folks to just be careful what you pray for.
Okay.
Because if you don't really want it and you get it, it'll scare you.
That'll mess you up mentally, huh?
That'll mess you up mentally. Stay prayed up.
Okay, so that's one of the tools you use. You stay prayed
That's
up.
the only tool.
The only tool?
Because after that, I got to do that because you just can't get up with one thing on your mind. Cause I can get up thinking about my day, and then as soon as you wake up, you start another day. You know what I'm saying? You wake up on something else. You might wake up on something else.
Yeah.
Then I come through the house, and then Mac might get up on something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, just wake up. I'm talking about before your feet hit before you get out of bed, just say thank you. Like I say, he know what you want for you, man. You ain't got to keep asking for no sound, man. When you wake up, you know you need that.
Just thank him for it.
Just thank him for it.
Already. Well, that's good to hear. Thank you for that. As for me, mentally, I am well. This week it's of course the beginning of the new year. So of course, like everybody else, I have certain goals and aspirations that I like to accomplish. And I think I'm doing well so far. Oh, one of the things I did was I got me a new water bottle. And it is a 40-ounce water bottle. Now,
It's cute.
It's real cute, isn't it?
Coming out of it.
Anyway, I have always been a water drinker. Like, I love water. First thing I drink every morning, it may be a detox water that we make in our family with lime, ginger, garlic, cucumbers, lemon, mother vinegar. And then I'm literally drinking water throughout the day. However, I've never purchased a water bottle, and I purchased one so that I can be intentional about meeting my ounces every day. So I got a 40-ounce one so that I can drink 2 of them a day, and I know I've gotten my 80 ounces. And so far, I'm halfway through my second one for today. So that was something that I wanted to do for the new year. Stay working, I drink a lot of water anyway, but I wanted to make sure I drank on top of my 20 that we drink in the morning. I wanted to make sure I do my 2 40 ounces throughout the day. So that's why I purchased that. And that helps with my mental because I feel like water purifies and it helps, cleanse you from toxins and all that different stuff. And then my devotion, I'm with you like every single morning that you wake up. I feel like first thing you have to do is once you realize that you are awake is acknowledge the reason that you were able to wake up and see a new day. So I do my devotions every single morning, but the last couple months I feel like I've been pressing for time, like rushing, because I've been trying to doze a little bit. But I'm going to make it an effort to get up earlier, like 5:30. You get up at 5. I say about 5:45. That way I can do my devotion.
You know, you said you want me to hold you accountable.
I know we're gonna talk about that. You wake me up because you wake up making noise.
I wake you up.
No. But I want to be more intentional about my devotional time because that's mental quietness for me. So that kind of helps me to really check in with myself as well. And then if I'm not rushing, I feel good because now I can not only sip my coffee, but I can journal good, I can pray, I can worship, you know what I'm saying? And then I can be finished and then take a few minutes to watch Good Morning America or something. I worked out this week. I worked out the last day of the new year. That was my first time ever running as much as I did. Shout out to Trudy. And I think Real Fitness is her coach name. I did a little jogging this week. So I'm for real about making sure my mental stays intact forever now. Like it's good to be
you had lost it before?
I've never lost it, but I do tend to, I'm not gonna say backslide, but I do tend to have situations to where I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to not be sure. I want to know that I'm good, and then when I'm not good, I want to be able to access my tools to make sure that I'm good.
Oh, somebody know you're not good mentally.
Yeah, if I'm not good mentally. Yeah. So I know a little workout, a little sunshine, a little healthy eating, drinking a little water, even a little wine sometimes to relax me and give me. Yeah, it'll do it. So that's how we are mentally. We took a little bit longer on that, but it's the new year, so we had to get a few things out. Remember, spillers, if you are not okay, say something so that we can do something. That is the only way that we will be able to help you mentally, okay? We want to do our social media shout outs. If you are not following us on our social media platforms, what you waiting on? Mr. Wilson, do you have social media? For the people in the back, they want to know.
I don't think so. I think I got a Instagram thing, but I don't never look at it. I don't be on it or nothing.
Are you following the Spill Podcast?
On Spotify.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Spillers, if you're not following us, follow us on Instagram at The Spill Podcast 21, TikTok Spill Podcast, YouTube The Spill Podcast, and of course you can download us and follow us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Spreaker, and even Buzzsprout at The Spill Podcast. And if you don't see my picture or an image of me, it'll be an image of... They'll see you more now. It'll be an image of 2 wine glasses toasting and looking like they're spilling with it, okay? So be sure to do that so that you all can stay abreast with everything real, all things to spill, encouraging, and funny, okay? Make sure you like, love, follow, subscribe. All right, Mr. Wilson, did you want to add something to that?
No, ma'am, you're doing good.
All right, now it is time for our spill trend. But before we get into our spill trend, on a serious note, last week's spillers, the world paused. I mean, abruptly, everybody stopped what they were doing, hearts dropped, and we stood in the gap, honey, and prayed hard for Damar Hamlin, which is a NFL player who plays for the Buffalo Bills. He collapsed on the football field during a live game after a hit during a game against the Bengals. Now listen, everybody, we all stood in the gap for this young man on his behalf. We bombarded heaven with prayers. We pled the blood of Jesus over his life. Some of y'all spoke in tongues. Y'all even raised his nonprofit organization from a few $1,000s to over $5 million, okay? I said that to say, God being God, out here God, as he always does, done showed up and showed out on our behalf for this young man. We done prayed so hard. We done begged the Lord to give this young man another chance. And him being God did it. He did it with no questions asked. This young man has been video messaging his team, has no signs of neurological damage. His heart is good. He is moving in the directions that the doctors want him to live. From my understanding, he woke up and asked the doctors, did we win the game? And the doctors told him, you won the game of life. Okay, God bless him with another chance because of him being him, God, and because we bombarded him with these prayers. Now, I need y'all to bombard heaven with some praise. I'm just saying, the way that we done prayed for this man and then put everything to the side and God, I need you to, please, Lord, oh Lord, help. Don't know him from pray for him before we even pray for a family member. I need us to give God that same praise. And that's real talk. That's real talk, Spiller. So if you have not publicly, if you made a public social media post saying, Lord, please help him, prayers for Damar Hamlin, if you shared it, I need you to make a public post and say, thank you, Heavenly Father, for all that you have done. Thank you for bringing this young man through. Thank you for healing him. Give credit to where credit is due. That's all I'm saying. I saw somebody post on Facebook, ooh, if I was Jesus, ain't no way in hell I would have went to the cross for y'all ungrateful Negroes. And not just Negroes, but for everybody. And when I saw that, it just kind of hit home because it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? It's almost true because look at where we're in now. And I'm saying that because, being honest, frankly, I haven't seen many, shout out to God for saving this young man. I haven't seen many of those. I see a lot of the NFL people and people like that, but for us regular folk that don't know this man, we got to do better. So give God some public praise. Just like we can pray for people publicly, we can praise God publicly when he answers our prayers.
Don't preach, you sound like First Lady.
Whatever. Don't start, boy. Now that we know is not going to happen. Okay. Okay, this is our pause time. And I needed to cough anyway. Thank you, Lord, for that. So.
Did you play some music?
Yeah, I'm going to play the jazz. Q Note Young. And then we're going to get back into
So what, First Ladies don't drink?
Jesus turned water into wine at the wedding. I don't know why people think people can't drink.
No, why you say, you know that ain't gonna happen? Why? Because you could be the First Lady?
Yeah, I ain't First Lady material.
What you done that knocked you out?
I ain't did nothing to knock me out the box. It's what the Lord gonna have to do for me to put me in the box to be a First Lady. But man, I ain't got that happy heart and smiling face all the time. Cause you cross me, call my husband at 1 o'clock in the morning talking about you need some prayer. I'm gonna say, pray these. No, I'm just playing. You know, are you ready? Talk about First Lady. Who gonna be the pastor?
So what? That's not where you can be a First
Who
Lady.
gonna be the
That's
pastor?
not where you can be a First Lady. I mean, the president's got the First Lady on. Vice president first.
Oh, okay. You
It's
talking
First
about?
Lady, everything.
Okay, I get.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Make yourself clear to me, baby, because I thought you was talking about.
You want to be a First Lady.
I thought you was talking about the pulpit. I was gonna say no, sir, doc. Not you. No, you'll be an amazing pastor, president, whatever, baby. You'll be good. You ready? Allergies, all this stuff is going on. We COVID and flu and all them free, but you know.
I'm allergy free.
I'm not allergy free though, cause I've been sneezing all day.
You ain't get mad at me because I told some else.
I'm about to hit record.
That had 2020.
Woo, child, help this man. Say what you were saying out loud. Say it so the people in the back can hear you.
They can't hear me.
No, not right there, but when you put it to your mouth, you can. And why you holding that microphone like you a rapper? Denzel Washington does not hold microphones. He talks in the mics. Anyway, that's his favorite actor, y'all. So if y'all hear Denzel Washington or Angela Bassett, I asked him, y'all, when we first got together 3 years and 7 months ago, I said, so who's your favorite actress? You know, and I knew he was going to say Megan Good because that's what all the men say. Yeah, she's beautiful. But I wasn't expecting him to say Angela Basket. I said, what? That is not her name, first of all. Put some respect on that queen's name. Look, he tickled, can't even sit up. Come on, man, we gotta get it together. I said her name is Angela Bassett, not Angela Basket. Whew, I had to get that out. Okay, now we're back. I did. Now we're back to our spill trend. Mr. Wilson, now I'm excited you're here for this spill trend because it was inspired by Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez drama. Now, I do want to make it clear, I don't have a problem with either of them. I don't know either of them, and I'm not like, you know how Nicki Minaj has the Barbs and Beyonce has the Beehive. I'm a part of the Beehive, I am. I get the good emails, the first Beyonce's top fans. But that's neither here. Nothing, but I was saying, like, you know how they have their people that's riding for them, yeah, that too, but how they have their people riding for them. I'm saying all of that to say Spillers. Stop, babe. I'm saying all of that to say I'm not one of Megan Thee Stallion's top fans, and I'm certainly not one of Tory's top fans. I love Megan Thee Stallion, though. I'm not going to take that from her. I love her confidence. I love the liberty she lives in. I feel like she's really a dope artist. She's an HBCU grad like myself, whoop whoop, and so much, much more. I love about her. I think she has a great future ahead of her. And I don't have anything against Tory Lanez. As a matter of fact, I saw him at Sumfest the summer 2018 in Montego Bay, Jamaica. I saw him, Spice, and a few people before they were like big. So I don't have any issues with none of them. We are not here to get into their drama, but I did want to spend a few minutes getting the black man's perspective on the narrative of the misogyny against black women that has basically been illuminated behind all of this drama. Now, for people who really don't know the meaning of misogyny, it just means a dislike or ingrained prejudice against women, okay? Now, it's now a narrative for black women because it's something that I feel like black women, we have dealt with for hundreds of years. I'm not going to say since our existence because I do believe that we were born kings and queens and rulers and all of that of this world until unfortunately it was robbed from us. So I can't say that it's something that black women have always dealt with. However, because we were forced to a different way of living like this westernized, colonized, you know, that type of stuff, we won't get into all of that. Some black women do feel that we are not supported or protected as we should be. You know, there's a saying that says support or protect black women. We really don't feel that. Not in every circumstance, but in majority of them. So I said that because I really want to know, like, the misogyny against black women, like, is that really a thing? Mr. Wilson, do you think that we as black women are exaggerating when we say that we don't feel protected by our culture, by black men, and even by the law? Whew, that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot. But y'all ain't gonna, everybody can say that.
Yeah, but right, we talking about black women, so I just want you to kind of we just gonna put a little emphasis on the black. We know the black man is definitely not protected, but y'all do have the black woman's support 1,000%. Like, we stay behind our black men, right, wrong, indifferent. I feel like we gonna be behind y'all, but I do feel like to a certain extent, black women, we just don't feel like we're protected. And one reason, like, look at this Megan Thee Stallion stuff that went on. Again, we're not in her drama, but the proof was almost in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? What more do you want from this black woman? You know, making her relive this traumatic situation. You have the evidence. You see what happened. You know what I'm saying? So in that situation and other situations, be it the law, be it us with jobs that we're wanting to do, with careers, with moves that we're maybe wanting to make in different companies, but I mean, marriages, relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't feel like we're protected. So.
Well, I can't speak for every man, but while you was talking, what I can say is that you right. I mean, it might be that a lot of males feel like the women in the wrong field.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They doing what we doing. So that probably be, you know, some people get that in certain fields they in. Whether it's the law too, because they feel like ain't no woman supposed to be no police.
Or judge,
Or
or
judge,
lawyer, or
but
criminal.
you ain't gonna see nobody put up no fight about y'all babysitting. I'm just being true. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, damn, but I ain't never thought about that until you just brought this up.
Yeah.
Cause I don't even get into all that. I don't know nothing about it. As far as I know, the girl doing good. All I hear is the good stuff about it. I don't hear no bad stuff about it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Shoreline is. Put a little dude look like flies.
No, he do kind of look like flies and curves just a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't get into all that because I don't really understand it. I stay out of it. I stay away from it. That's why I ain't got social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But then I've been, you know, my whole life I've been seeing and hearing black women speak what you're speaking now.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know.
Because you was raised by a black woman.
You
have black
to figure it out.
aunts.
That's why I say I know what you're saying because I heard my mom go through when she was going to work.
Yeah.
Just coming up, I hear, but I don't know why people do it. Cause I don't.
But do you feel like we're exaggerating when we feel like that we are protected?
Certain women do. You know,
Yeah.
that's for everything. Certain women do.
Yeah.
But I don't think all y'all do.
Oh.
Y'all some drama queens.
I agree. I agree.
But
I
some
do.
of them have a reason. Like she probably got a reason to do that. That he shot her right.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, I personally feel like as black men and black women with daughters, it is imperative that we instill and ingrain how loved and cherished and important they are. From the time they come out or they enter this world, we need to embed those truths in them. And I say that because I always do the mental skill check and all of that good stuff. And I did read during this entire ordeal because I've been watching Meg and Prince saying prayers for her. But she said some mentally disturbing comments while she was going through this process. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me extremely sad for her because she literally felt like she was alone. She felt like she was by herself. And I didn't feel like that was fair. I mean, it just showed an indication that this situation, as so many other situations, was having a mental indicated a mental effect on her. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, when we go through stuff like that, it can kind of prohibit a lot of things that could possibly happen positively for us in the future because we're mentally, or the trauma that this has caused and that's, you know what I'm saying, we're living with. So just make sure as parents, make sure that you are ingraining and instilling positive beliefs into your daughters and your sons. Give them those affirmations that they need. Remind them to fight for their rights, fight for a good, strong, healthy mental. Because at the end of the day, if they don't feel protected out in the house, they're certainly not going to feel protected, you know what I'm saying, in the world. So
Well, they don't need to feel protected in the world because they ain't. It's gonna be a struggle. That's why you're supposed to pray for them. They ain't gonna feel protected. I don't care. Now you can shelter them in the house to make them feel protected.
Yeah.
And then they get out there and see what the real world is about. You don't want them to get that taste like that either.
Right, but and that's the thing with that. We don't want them to experience the wilds of the real world. However, we can still introduce them to some situations and some things that'll happen, and we'll kind of give them the resources and the tools that they can utilize to help them when they're dealing with those type of situations. But we don't want them to learn nothing from the world. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they learn, we want to teach them at home. That way, once they're in the world, they know how to go about with it. They know how to live. They know how to change the trajectory of whatever situation it may be, especially if it's negative and it's not going in their favor. They have the right tools. Some of those tools may be prayer for revelation. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the way the world is now.
Yeah, you definitely got to cover your children, your family now. You can give them the tools for prayer. Make sure they have a good village. So that's a tool, different people that they can call when they're in dire needs. Or even research, like if it's law, if it's legal, you know what I'm saying? They know how to research some things to find out the truth. So yeah, we want our children to come out on top, and we especially want our women to feel protected and to feel loved. I mean, we're the mother of the creation. You know what I'm saying? Like, We the ones that's bringing in these black boys. Like if it wasn't for the woman, there wouldn't be a daughter or nor a son.
But then you got, I'm just thinking like this ain't coming from the heart. This ain't coming from the heart.
I don't even know if I think I should press
Like I
stop.
said, dog, don't press stop. What I'm saying is, you got more dudes than you got women. What I mean is, you got more women acting like they and that ain't, that can affect a lot of stuff too when you got, you growed up, you know this a girl.
You growed up or
You growed up with her. I ain't grew up, you growed up with this, you know this a girl.
Help me, Lord.
And y'all 24, 25, you got braids, all that's gone.
Well,
But I'm saying it's taking over now. It's like you see a person with her and braids, you don't know if it's a dude or a girl no more.
okay, so I'm gonna agree to disagree because I definitely don't agree that it's taking over for one, and for two, when we see a lot of this, what's missing? Why do they feel like that they have to why do they feel like they have to avoid their femininity?
I guess I do.
Feminine. No, that's not it. Yeah, it could be a dude with the dog, their dads.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm saying do with male.
Yeah, me. Okay, so that's another topic for another day, honey. But I don't think that they're taking over. However, I do think that some are more lost than normal. And our world is in trouble. Like that's just what it is. Like we've been saying it for the longest. Like we got some work to do. The devil is busy. Okay, we're gonna keep praying, and we're gonna protect black women, right? Thank you for protecting me and our daughters, being a provider, being a priest, being a protector over yours. I know you stay out the way. You don't like being in folk way or people business, but when it comes to us, you hold it down.
Yeah, I thought the Lord bless my babies with some books.
He said we got books and some common sense.
You can't buy
You
common
can't.
sense.
You cannot buy common sense. All right, well now it's time for our spill topic time. This is what I've been ready to get to all episode. Okay, spillers. So we are going to be putting a little emphasis on accountability this episode and then the next episode that he's on, okay? But first, we start every single year by doing vision boards. We journal, we fast, we pray. We do all of this good stuff to prepare for the new year that we call the best year of our life. It seems like every year is our year. Do you hear people say that? This is my year. I'm people. I'm people, because I say, matter of fact, my motto for 23 is 2023, and this is the year for me. 2023, and this is the year for me. So I'm one of those people that say every single year, this is my year. And that's my word, and I'm going to stand on it, okay? But on this episode, I want to discuss some things that we normally put on our vision boards. We journal, all of that good stuff. Because I feel like we do all of this, but are we really holding ourselves accountable, or do we have someone that's going to hold us accountable? Now, if y'all know my husband, Mr. Wilson, y'all, if you really know him, you know he really has a heart of gold. He's very genuine. He's very sincere. He doesn't practice nothing. He's not generic. He's just a real, authentic man. That was one of the things that mainly attracted me to him. Other than
Mama said,
shut up! Why you say that? And Jay say you a smooth talker. Anyway, but I will say, all of that, he does not bite his tongue. Like, however he feels, he is going to say it in that moment without disrespect. And if you know him, you're not going to be offended. You're just going to take it for what it is. But he doesn't bite his tongue, right? And I love that because the Bible talks about that iron sharpens iron. And that's what I love about you is, you my iron, baby. You try to sharpen me. You
get mad,
I get in my feelings, but we're not going to go there. Anyway, people make resolutions. Some of us do goals. We do resolutions to be more intentional about certain things, right? Well, I have witnessed, and from social media and from just the research, y'all know I'm always on black websites reading something about the black culture, the pink, something about black. Um, and I've noticed that a lot of people's resolutions and goals for this year, well, one of them were to be more intentional with their time, romance, and intimacy with their spouse or their significant other. Now, we did learn in premarital counseling, Pastor Richardson talked to us about the importance of prioritizing our spouses, be it sex, communication,
You said you
time.
don't let the man beat on his chest.
So, yeah, you gotta let him feel himself. It's important. But anyway, with the kids, with the people with the women's or the men, being tired from working outside the house, coming home, having to do the laundry, we gotta cook, we gotta clean up, we gotta do the kids, we gotta do the kids with the homework, we gotta get the kids fed, we gotta get the kids bathed, we gotta get them ready for the next day, and wake up the next day to do it all over again. Listen, that can have a toll on prioritizing, your relationship. So
with kids.
yeah, so I feel like that's why people make it make it a point to be intentional every year about doing that. And I honestly don't think nothing is wrong with that. But Mr. Wilson, how important do you think it is for us to prioritize our significant other spouse in our relationship without one of the other being overwhelmed? Because whether people believe it or not, somebody in the marriage or the relationship is more tired than the other. Be it their load is heavier, but somebody is more tired. So with that being said, with us being tired, how important is it that we still prioritize our relationship without making the other person feel some type of way because we tired? We know the Proverbs 31 woman, she did all that, and she kept her candle burning, baby. The candle say she kept it burning, which means she did all that, baby. And when her husband got home, he couldn't, baby, she was red-tagged. That was the God in her. How important is that, though, Mr. Wilson? Ooh, help us, Lord.
Well, it's important about this. I mean, you still got the bond. You still got the live. Because even though you tired, you still find energy to do other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Right.
be go out with your friends. Just stepping out. You still got energy for that, so you got to make time. Not that you just don't want your other. Significant other no more. If you don't want them no more, then you don't worry about that. But I don't know. That's something you ain't supposed to never let stop.
Mm-hmm.
You might not go out all the time.
Yeah.
Do what the other might like doing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because one might like to be celebrated or like to celebrate more than the other one.
We ain't talking about our relationship.
I was talking about us.
Yes, you are.
I was just using some words that I heard before. I wasn't talking about us. I was just using because I can't speak on other folks' things.
Right.
I can't do that.
Right.
Because everybody, that's how most people go crazy. That's why they mentally messed up. Because they trying to figure out other folks. You can't do that.
You gotta worry about yourself.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah.
So I can just speak. Anytime I'm speaking on something that's got to do with a relationship wise, it's falling on me and you. So yeah, that's all I can speak about.
But that's true though. Some people, but that's one thing I will say, Spillers, about our relationship, which is it's a blessing and it's a curse. The curse part is that I like to celebrate more than he does. Be it going to support somebody, going around people, all of that, and a lot of times he just don't want to do it, and I have to be okay. And I learned this even recently. I have to be okay with him not wanting to do it, but I don't really feel bad because he'll say, baby, I don't want to go, but you can go. You know what I'm saying? So that's true, but with that being said, just like you can make time for everything else, you have to be able to prioritize your spouse and make time. And I'm a witness because I literally still have to catch myself because I be like, nigga, I go to work every day just like you, and then to have to come home, to have to cook, to have to clean up, and then to have to, get in the mood.
I don't never say I'm tired.
You don't, and I appreciate that, but I be tired. And it's other women like me too, but I do sometimes make those sacrifices because my relationship, my marriage is a priority to me. You know what I'm saying? for that. But
oh, yeah,
but
you
keep
be
it.
tired, you gonna be still doing.
But keeping the candle burning. You know what I'm saying? All of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a priority. So even when you're tired, you still kind of gotta find a fight.
They got a lot of commercials out about getting that candle back lit.
Anyway, so he said there are resources, ladies. Yeah, there are definitely resources, and there are definitely mental days that you can utilize, and that's something that I have become very excited about because I have days from work. I really, let me knock on wood, don't get sick often or majorly sick other than like a cold, a sinus infection, something like that. But I don't have to use my time to take off, you know what I'm saying, from work. So I recruit a lot of time. But with that time, it rolls over, thank God. But I've learned the last couple of years that it's okay to take a mental day. When you feel like you're tired, sis, take a day or two and sit and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's if you're going to sit and absolutely do nothing. But you ain't going to take out to go to the store. And
No, yeah, we're not doing none of that. I took a mental day right before our break. And I literally woke up, got some coffee, did some devotion, and I laid in the bed all day. I told the Lord I wanted a clear mind. I was going to watch me some good movies, some good reality TV, and just relax all day. I did absolutely nothing.
I was doing that the other day, and I come back and you had a bunch of clothes in the bed trying to give me the phone.
You didn't say that was your mental day, though. You would have said, baby, this is my mental day.
I ain't know you had a mental day. Did you tell me?
You remember when I took off work?
Did you say I'm taking off work?
Yeah, I said this is a mental day. You didn't know. As a matter of fact, you picked Mackenzie up from the game. She stayed at school and you picked up for the game.
I probably thought it was, every day is a mental day for you.
Yeah, because I'm intentional about my mental. Right. But when I decide to not go to work, I'm like serious. Like I need a break from it all. And there was a time, I promise you, it was like midweek and I was at work the day before and I was like, Like I felt myself getting overwhelmed. And I just didn't want to do nothing. So I took off that day, did absolutely nothing all day.
With you either?
That's why I didn't tell you, baby.
You said you told me.
When you got to work, I stayed at home today. I took them in today. I didn't want you. If I would have told you, then you and Mackenzie would have been trying to stay at home.
I want to tell you, do what Jamie Foxx said.
What?
Blame it on alcohol.
Whatever. So anyway, yeah, I utilize those days, ladies. Or if you have to make a sacrifice, if you don't have days, take a little pay, a little shortage on your check for that pay period. Because I promise you, if something were to happen to you because you lose your mind or you become overwhelmed and have a nervous breakdown, fall out, get sick, them people gonna hire somebody in your spot, quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? So utilize your mental health time when you feel like you're exhausted, when you feel like you're holding the fort down, you're mustering energy from different places. You don't know how it's coming, where it's coming from, or when you're going to get some more, or when it's going to run out. Take some time for yourself. That's very important.
Yeah, because how you going to help anybody else if you down?
If you can't help yourself. And the Bible tells us that two is better than one, because when one is down, the other one's there to pick them up. And
the thing about being married is the Lord going to give you the strength you need to get up and help me. I know it is.
He is. He certainly is. He ain't gonna have both of us down. That's one thing I can say, and I trust and believe. So utilize your time. If you have time from work to take off, spillers, take a mental day. Once a month if you need to, twice a month if you need to, especially if you have children, little children. I tell my cousin all the time, Sade that was on the last podcast, she makes it look so easy and so good. I'm talking about even during her and her husband both have full-time jobs. They have 3 children. I think Millie is 7 or 8. And then they have Truly. Millie is. Shut up. She got a little grown woman personality. Just smart. And then Truly is 4. And then SJ, he's not even 1. He, that's overwhelming thinking about it. I'm just thinking about the laundry, the cooking, the homework, 3 children, baby. I'm tired thinking about it. So just imagine the other women that's doing it. And then you got a husband, you got to go home, cook, clean, do homework, do lunch, and then turn around and say, come on, baby, what you want me to put on? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that has to deal with that.
No, because at the end, the very end part you're talking about, I almost go to sleep.
Yeah, she definitely gonna go to sleep, baby, after that. Anyway, so take some time for yourselves, spillers, ladies and gentlemen. Mental days, utilize them. If you got them at work, them people will be okay. Take them. You sick and sit at the house and chill. I promise you'll feel so much better. I'm a witness, and I look forward to my future ones too. Okay. Now, our second question. I don't know about how I feel about this because I'm super guilty about it. It seems like every single year, somebody's one of 3 people resolution is going to be to eat healthier and to lose weight. Now, I do put this on like my vision board every single year, and last year I made an accomplishment because my vision board had salads and stuff on it, and I ate more salads in 2022, y'all, than I have eaten in my entire life. My husband loves salad, spinach, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, a little bit of cheese. He's not a cheese person.
Make it one when we get through.
Get somebody else to do it. He loves a good fresh salad. Like, he can eat one every single day, all day. Olives, all that. He loves it. And I've never been a salad eater. I didn't grow up liking them. I'm not a fan of them now, but I eat them more because of him. So that was something that I want to pat myself on the back for last year. Thank you. Anyway, as a spouse or a partner, when you hear, or significant other, when you hear the other say how serious they are about wanting to lose weight, wanting to eat healthier, wanting to exercise more, is it fair that we allow our person to hold us accountable, or should we be able to just talk to you about that and you just leave it alone?
Well, I don't really, I ain't gonna say because you might take things the wrong way out, because I feel the same. I really don't care about how you would take it if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna hold you accountable on it because I know it starts something.
Yeah.
I know it will.
So in your relationship, you'll just leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean,
but you would throw jabs.
Your weight ain't no problem to me. As long as you don't get weight. Yeah, your weight ain't no problem to me. But I know you want to do this for you.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't hold you back. I even go walk with you, run with you, I do all that.
And you do, and I appreciate you for that.
What you ain't gonna do.
Like I said on the last podcast.
What you ain't gonna do is have unnecessary strife.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're holding me accountable.
Yeah, because if I, you go, I come in here, because, I ain't worried about it. I come here with me a little snack at 11:30.
Right.
You stop eating at 9 or 8, I'll say 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
This snack look good.
I'm talking about 5.
And I'm smacking on it.
Waking me up.
Baby, go in the other room. Nah, I ain't. Then once you get up and you see it, let me get a taste. Nah, baby, you don't need nothing. So it's like that, let me get a taste, and then I throw it in your face. Nah, you know what you said, baby, you want admission?
Yeah.
And here I am. I can't get no bull there tonight. You mad.
So I can't get no snack.
Yeah, I will.
You ain't gonna get none of this snack.
So yeah, I'm gonna hold you accountable to the point where if it feel good outside, we're gonna walk. We ain't gonna go sit in the backyard.
Yeah.
We're gonna go walking like this. That's how I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna tell you when and when you can't eat.
Yeah.
Cause if I'm hungry and you not hungry, what I'm supposed to not eat? So you're not gonna make me nothing eat? See, so I'm gonna hold you accountable if I'm hungry and you just stop eating at 6.
Yeah. I'm going to continue to, and I think we all should continue to cook and do our duties as a significant other, if that's what you do, to make sure, food is available and you're supposed to eat. But I do want to go a little bit deeper with you, Mr. Wilson.
Come on.
Because, and I cannot pinpoint, and I want one of my spillers, Michi, I know she'll probably get it for me, but I want one of my spillers to give me the exact scripture. But the Bible talks about when your brother or your sister is struggling with something, that we are not to hold it, we're not to bring it in their face. Yeah, so basically, like if we have, let's hear me out. So if we have a smoking habit, it's not fair for you to come around me smoking cigarettes. And you know, good dang on well, I'm trying not to smoke cigarettes. If I'm trying to stop drinking wine, it's not fair for you to bring a bottle in the house and say, this for me to drink. You ain't gotta drink it. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to throw that type of stuff in our person's face. And I said that to say, if you know that I don't eat after 7:30 and you know 11 o'clock, I'm probably, if I hear you smacking, which I do all the time, I'm gonna roll over and say, "Hey, let me taste it." Listen, hear me out though. If you know that is going to be a temptation, and you know she probably gonna want some once she hear that she's
I ain't got no problem saying no.
Why would you bring it in there though? Is that fair?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Because we gotta look at this. This is a two-way street now. This ain't no one-way street now.
Y'all hear
Of course, you on the mission,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course I be on the mission. If I go in at 11:30 and make me something to eat, that means I'm hungry.
But
So
can
do
you not
want-
eat in the
no,
kitchen?
That's what I'm saying. So do you want me to stay in there and eat instead of come in the room and eat? That's what you're saying by
Absolutely, absolutely. I feel like if you know that this person is on a mission to do something to make them feel better about themselves, why would you jeopardize it or ruin it by even you know what I'm saying? And that's for anybody. That's for the drug addict. That's for the prostitute.
Okay,
you know,
so
or the lady that's been having a pimp all her life. Like, we don't bring those things. When you go to AA, do you walk into AA? Do they tempt you with liquor as you're walking in?
Nah, but they let you come in as you are.
But do they tempt you with See, that's what I be saying. I just can't. I said that to say because he's gonna challenge me.
That ain't thought now. When you doing it like you say you doing it, it's different. If I'm going there to get food and you not eating after 6, I know you not eating after 6. I go in here, I don't smack for one thing. That's you and me.
But you make a lot of noise.
If I have some chips or something that's different, that's a little snack. That's chips or something. But I feel where you're coming from. But I wouldn't be coming in there to eat, to wake you up, to throw it in your face, because I don't want to give you none.
Right.
So I don't wake you up. Nah, I don't want you. I hope you don't wake up.
But do you think it's fair? Because for example, since we're putting ourselves out there,
Yeah.
you know your wife is a light sleeper, right? So you know any noise, even you getting out of the bed, it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Where you going? Where you at? So if I know that if you say, babe, if I say, Mr. Wilson or Carrie, where you at? And you say, in the kitchen eating, I'm good with that. Yeah, because I know you're safe.
I can't say here.
And
I can't say here. I got to say in the kitchen eating. So now I'm throwing it in your face because now I'm in here eating.
You're not in class. But I know that you don't want to bring. I respect the fact that you stayed in the kitchen to eat versus bringing us back.
If you ever started that, you watch. I wouldn't do nothing like that. But this, it's gonna be all type of scenario. I said you can't just look at it one way, because you're gonna be in too. What I mean by that, what if you don't go to sleep all the time and you up at 10 and 11. So even if you up sitting there watching the news, I got to come in here and make me a sandwich and sit at the table and eat.
And do.
Like we on Four Brothers or something.
And do.
I'm in trouble. I gotta go see what you do.
Because you know your wife is on a mission.
But when you on a mission though, you don't let nobody else interrupt that. Cause what if you at work and you ain't gonna eat a certain thing and it's all they brought? Is you gonna go ahead and nibble on that? You gonna go ahead and nibble on that?
Absolutely not. I have the power to walk away.
Well, you got the power to roll over and go back to sleep. You ain't got to eat my food. I want something to tell you. You ain't got to want none. You ain't got to smell it, but I wouldn't do you like that. When you start, you let me know. Because you ain't gonna get none.
Yeah, y'all see what I did with
it. I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, anyway.
But I'm gonna hold you accountable.
I definitely think.
I don't care if you say, baby, I'm hurt from yesterday. Well, let's just walk and talk.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine.
You might talk. You might get to walking. You might get to talking and forget you walking.
Right. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. I do think accountability is important. And that goes back to the iron sharpens iron. That does not mean that you're being judgmental. You're throwing stuff in people's face. You're making them feel bad, feel guilty. No. You saying it to them in a loving but stern way. Hey, I don't want you to feel no type of way, but you said that this is what you're going to do, and in order for you to get there, you can't do this. You gotta be clear.
Started eating in front of me last year.
We're not about to go through that. We're talking about just general.
About the stuff.
See how you do.
I'm just thinking.
So make sure if you speak your aspirations to anybody, be it a best friend, a spouse, a significant other, a partner, a colleague, make sure that you are okay with them holding you accountable. For one, you tell them, you know what I'm saying? And for two, make sure that you're okay with them holding you accountable and not being offended or feeling like some type of way. Mr. Wilson, you can say one more thing. We gotta move on. I'm not about to do this. Come on.
What you got to say one more
Come on,
thing?
baby. You got one more?
Y'all got to watch this. I'm telling you, treat me just like
Don't do that.
It's cool. Yeah. Look, now what I was to say was on the like you said, you gonna work out on me. You gonna work out, do what you do. Well,
Or just or a person in general.
Just a person, but what I have learned about it, I'm not gonna say it, you know, because if I come to you and be like, baby, I'm finna stop smoking these black man. You know, when I get one, I don't want you to be like, well, I thought you said you were gonna stop.
Right.
Then it'll be a guilty.
Right. Right.
She
right.
said, but you still gonna do it.
Right.
So.
But I do little stuff like I noticed like you hadn't been smoking. I be like, okay, man, I see.
Yeah, I mean,
you ain't been in the garage. All right, I see.
I love them little vision boards and stuff, but like I told you, I don't never find nothing in the magazines. I don't never find nothing about God, and it don't be certain things in there. And I know without putting that on there, I know I ain't putting what I want on there. Because I can quit smoking all the time.
Right.
But what I have come up with this year, I'm just sitting back thinking, I'm gonna try to do what I've been doing the past couple of years when it comes to this. Well, I'm gonna stop smoking on the first. I ain't gonna do this on the first. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to think more about God and don't think about what I'm trying to quit doing. Yeah. And hopefully, cause I done tried my way.
Yeah, and it ain't working.
Yeah, on the 31st, I done smoked all I could. So 12 o'clock on, I ain't smoking no more. I'm talking about soon I wake up. Now I'm beating myself up because I want to smoke because I made this. I said I'm going to do it like this. I want to smoke now. So, you know, drinking, whatever, just whatever it is.
It's one step at a time. And we should, and that's why I said make sure you're around you. When you share it with the person, make sure it's a praying person and somebody that's going to hold you accountable, but they're not going to make you feel guilty. They're not going to make you feel bad. And I say that because, like you just said, you know what I'm saying? You know what you really want to do in life, and you know that your way is not working. So the only way that you're going for is God's way. But you still don't need nobody in your face saying, I thought you was gone. And that's one thing I love about you, because as much as I can say, like I said this year, I say I wasn't going to eat after 8 o'clock, right? And Mackenzie made some candy cookie covered strawberries. And my niece said, she stayed over here with me for 2 nights. And she said, TT, what are those? And I was like, oh God. I said, strawberries, would you like one? And strawberries, that looks like something else. And I let her eat one more. She said, I just want one more. Y'all, why she get like 3 or 4 of them and I end up eating 2 or 3 of them, and it was like late. And then I psyched myself up like, okay, at least it's strawberries underneath it. But I say that to say, you hold me accountable, but you don't throw it in my face. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. We need to make sure that
I'm a fool. I ain't just no. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna throw up in her face so she can deprive me of what I want.
Well, what you want?
Whatever I may want. You ain't even walk around with no attitude. Nah, I remember you said it. No, I ain't said nothing. You doing what you doing.
So is that really iron sharpening iron? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be, because I'm not the one. What I mean, I'm not gonna. I ain't never just threw it up in your face. I don't do that. I ain't gonna tell you, baby, you said you don't eat that. No, I'm gonna let you eat it. And then I'm gonna listen to you. I should. I'm gonna do this. I'm
later.
I ain't gonna understand about all that. And then you be like, baby, you gonna walk with me? Yeah, I'm gonna walk with you. I'm gonna do me. Then when you say, come on, let's walk, we're gonna go walk. Then while we walking, I'm gonna say, yeah, now you wanna walk. Because you said that ain't this stuff. We didn't get that stuff, but we be walking right now. But we'll be up that hill somewhere.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna just say it and keep doing
it.
We're gonna get something to talk about and sit down and laugh off of.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be nothing like that.
And I appreciate that. So that's important, spillers. Make sure you want somebody around you that can hold you accountable. But like I said, if they're judgmental,
you know I'm very judgmental now. But not so I can't be towards you. You know we I talk about everybody.
yeah, you do. You ignorant.
Talk about everybody.
And everything.
Everybody.
And I holler. I can't. Y'all, my workouts, I don't know if I burn more calories from the walking and the little jogging we do when we walk, or the laughing.
And don't let Mac be with him. You know I'm gonna let little feet down.
He be on my little salute feet, baby, but he be on it. But anyway, I appreciate that. And we need more of that. That's just the gist of the conversation. That's that. You know, we all go into the new year with goals and resolutions, and we do want to accomplish them. We want to meet them. We want to look at our vision boards at the end of the year and be like, yep, I made every day count. Yep, I had peace this year. Yep, I ate better this year. Yep, I smelled the roses this year.
But you don't even remember nothing you did.
If
what you received on there, because you ain't gonna. Now you got yours up. I don't know if everybody else do theirs and post theirs or something like this. You know.
He's talking about the Spill Podcast Room. Whenever I've been doing vision board since 2015. I think
I don't know
Trudy
if
introduced.
everybody messed the board, messed the wall up, putting this.
I think Trudy introduced them to me in 2015. But since we've been here since I've been in this house since 2017. Mr. Wilson was living in Texas, but I have my vision boards in the podcast room just so that I can keep just as a reminder. And I come in here every day. I don't care if it's our paper tag. We got the closet is utilized for something. So I'm in here every single day for something. In regards to this room, and the visualization of the vision boards kind of keep me motivated, rejuvenated, and just a reminder of goals that I want to accomplish during the year.
I was trying to see you had a charger for my phone up here. That's what I was asking.
Okay, did you want to add anything else about that, Mr. Wilson?
About what, baby?
Well, we was just talking about just accountability, yeah.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm good.
You good?
I ain't gonna ask you to hold me accountable because you gonna do it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need to be sitting there trying to sneak and do you. Oh, well, I thought you. I ain't gonna sneak and do it. I'm just gonna do it.
But I don't even say nothing. I just open the door and look at you.
You be like, so you still.
I won't even say it like that, but I'll say, so how's that going for you? I ain't gonna say you had your black and mild today. I just say, how's that going for you?
It was all it's just a struggle.
The struggle is real. But God is realer, and that's not even a word. So that's what we gonna end with it. That's what we gonna stick with.
You try to slide it in there.
That's realer, and that's not even a word. All right,
Shout out you hear that, girl.
Whatever, don't start. My fellow educator, my cousin, Charmaine.
Well, McDaniel, you hear that?
We hold each other accountable. Miss
Smith.
Daniel.
Yeah,
we're calling people names on this here
I be on here
podcast.
all the time. I'm the one don't be on here.
Listen, I'm a breeding interventionist.
I
I have a
Mr. Clean Watson. Did I say that?
Clean Wheezy.
Wheezy, yeah. Y'all hear that word, realer?
They know that I know correct grammar. I have a certification in K through 12 reading. Let's make it clear,
How
okay?
you get Broadway?
You go on stage, Coach T, get the ass shoot, get the ass shoot, the rose back, get the rose back, make it right on Broadway event. I'm getting this afternoon.
Maybe that.
Did you want to add anything, Mr. Wilson?
No, man.
Did you have anything that you wanted to say, or?
Well, you know, no, man. No, I don't. I was just, I'll wait till we get off the air.
Thank God, because I don't tell him what's going to come out of his mouth. So to wrap up our spill topic time, are you accountable?
Water into wine. That's what it do.
That's what he does. Who's holding you accountable? Just make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, and make sure whomever you're sharing your aspirations with, someone you trust, of course, and they can hold you accountable, and you can take it without feeling like you're being judged or feeling less than.
A lot of people ain't got nobody they can trust.
Everybody has somebody they can trust, even if it's God.
Yeah,
Because for people that feel like that it's just them and God, listen, we in this good women's Bible study that Jean doing. Take that mask off. If you feel like you don't have anybody you can trust and God is the only person, baby, take that mask all the way off and let Him reveal you to you. You know what I'm saying? And let Him hold you accountable.
Yeah, but you had them people sitting around, they either gaining weight or losing weight, and you like, what's wrong with you? They don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, they be stressed.
Okay, we don't know what they got going on, but if they feel like
But
they
you know
don't,
something wrong with it because you asking them, you don't see them eat.
and so
Or if you see the person that's eating all the time, you know, when people get depressed, it go a different way. Some of them eat a lot, some of them might not eat.
some of them smoke a lot, some of them might not smoke, some of them drink a lot, might not
So if you're
drink.
around this person and you know, and I can tell, I know I better tell, I ask, you know, what's wrong with you? And they feel like, well, I don't
But what's the best remedy for that, baby? If they don't want to tell you what are you supposed to do?
Well, pray for them.
That's it. That's all you can do. Like everybody don't, McKinsey is teaching me that. Everybody don't want to talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But you pray for them. And sometimes when people, like you said, when people depressed, I've been depressed before. When you're depressed, you don't feel like you have anybody. You feel like it's.
When you depressed, baby.
I ain't been depressed since I've been with you. My
I'm
depression days are over.
How you ate. Tell me then.
Sad. I was very sad. I felt alone. I felt like I was by myself. I felt like it was me against the world. I felt like didn't nobody understand me or understand where I was coming from. I felt like the black sheep in every situation, be it family, work, my friend circles. Like I just felt like it was just me, until I had to literally remove my mask and say, okay, God, it's me and you. I don't have nobody but you. My mom is my best friend, my number one fan, and I know she's always had my best interest at heart, knows everything. And I knew she wasn't judging me, and I knew she really couldn't do anything because I was stuck in my own way. But until I literally stood in the mirror and faced myself, you know what I'm saying? That's when I had to realize like a lot of stuff. And it's scary because when God reveals some stuff about you to you, baby, it's either gonna make you get right or you're gonna go back in that sunken place and you're gonna be even worse because you know it's you, but instead of you trying to work it out, you putting it off on everything and everybody else. I'm just saying. So quit doing that to the microphone.
I was trying to play.
Goodness. But I said all that to say, sometimes the only person you have is God. And if that's all you have, if you're real about it and you're intentional, remove your mask. Let Him reveal you to you. I have been there and I'm still, even to this day, like a lot of situations that I may find myself in, I'm like, okay, God, show me in this situation because I'm sure I got something to do with it. So now I need you to show me. And it's not going to be a good feeling all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be what it's going to be, but you have to swallow your pride. You have to ask for forgiveness. You have to repent, and you got to walk in whatever it is, be it an apology. You got to apologize on your end, or you got to change the way you do some things. Change the way you think. Change the way you love. Change the way you express love. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I'm excited about this study because, honey, Aunt Jean, she been going in already. And we didn't even make it past the first page Wednesday night. Baby, take that mask off. Ooh, when God show you, the true you. Hollering and shouting and screaming.
What you turn my mic on?
I did. I turned it down a little bit because you was beating on it.
I was glad.
Okay, so thank you so much, residential host. I'm after this episode, I'm gonna have to rethink this title because you have showed out. You have showed out. Is there any party words you want to leave the Spillers with, Mr. Wilson?
No, because if I part with them, you might not let me back. I see y'all next time. What they be doing? They drop the mic.
See, that's what I was talking about. It's all right, because just like you paid for that one, you're going to pay for a new one now.
Ooh,
anyway.
She mad.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Did you cut my mic on?
I'm about to.
Or what you finna do, y'all?
I'm going to do my encouragement and then
Well, I thank you for having me on your show, even though I know it's going to be a month of Sundays.
It's not. I got to let you rest for sure. But you'll be back with what? You'll be back.
I did. I rest then. I ain't ready to do no talk.
All right.
I want to get on here when it's uncut, unedited.